Good morning everyone from Tokyo Haneda Airport's Terminal 1. We are just making our way from the train station into the departures area for our flight this morning to Nagoya. Terminal 1 was opened way back in 1993 and is exclusively used for domestic operations for Japan Airlines, Skymark and Starflyer. If you do have any check-in luggages, make sure to drop them off at the Japan Airlines counters. Today's flights will be relatively short and take around 45 minutes as we travel west. For us, we are traveling light with no baggage, so it's straight to security clearance. On the airside, we were met with a pretty busy morning rush, and for your information, we were actually told that our flight could be cancelled due to strong winds at Nagoya. At this point, it's fingers crossed that everything goes ahead. So if you are hungry and have some extra time, there are of course some food options open early in the morning. I got some nigiri, which I've had every time that I visit this terminal. So assuming the flight is still going ahead, let's make our way to the gates. This morning we depart from gates 21 and as far as I can tell, we should be boarding on time. Outside, our aircraft can be seen getting tugged in. Today we have a Boeing 737-800 registered as Juliet Alpha 317 Juliet. This aircraft is 17 years old and today's flight number is JL201. Today, we are in Group 4 for boarding and soon it's time to get on board. Welcome on board Japan Airlines Flight JL201. Stepping in, I was greeted by very friendly cabin crew as I make my way to seat 17A. Economy seats are arranged in a typical 3-3 configuration and have a pitch of 31 inches and a width of 17.3 inches. Below the seat is a power socket, but it is not universal, so make sure to bring your own adapter. In front, there is a 9-inch in-flight entertainment system with a rather old Magic 4 interface. Despite being pretty old, the latest movies are frequently refreshed. For games, there are a few options available. To navigate through the entertainment unit, there is an old-school controller tucked away inside the armrest. A pair of Japan Airlines earphones is also provided if you wish to use them. Outside, we are just in front of the left side engine and the cabin crew prepared everyone for departure. As we left the gate, the Japan Airlines safety video was played. After only a very short taxi, we return to the gates and at this point, I assume the flight is now cancelled. Announcements were then made in Japanese, which I didn't quite understand fully, but essentially we were told we couldn't continue. The aero bridge then connected and we waited inside the aircraft for about 15 minutes. To my relief, it seems whatever the issue was is now resolved and we can push back once again. After a spectacular takeoff with Tokyo city views, we now pass by the stunning snow-capped Mount Fuji. If you are traveling west from Tokyo, it is highly recommended to sit on the left side of the aircraft to catch this view. Returning back inside, the flight map isn't really a flight map, but instead shows you very basic information such as the altitude, ground speed, and outside temperature. The tray table folds down as a single piece, and inside the seat pockets we have the Inflight magazine as well as the 737 safety card. No food or drink service was offered, however the cabin crew came around and offered lollies instead. With a very short flight time, we were soon going to make our approach into Nagoya. Before we land, let's go through my thoughts on today's flight. Starting with the cabin crew, they were extremely polite in true Japanese fashion. I was met with many smiles, which made the experience enjoyable. One improvement I can think of was when we had to return to the gates. I was left confused with what was happening and needed clearer communication. Other than this, the cabin crew were fantastic, so for this category, it's a 9 out of 10. Next, for food and drinks, there was nothing offered for this flight, which is totally expected for this 45-minute journey. Lollies were provided, which is nothing special, but at the same time, nothing to be disappointed with also. So this category generally meets expectations, so it's a 7 out of 10. For comforts, the 737 seats were comfortable to sit in and even have adjustable headrests, which I forgot to film. We can all agree the in-flight entertainment system is ancient, however, on other domestic 737s I've been with on Japan Airlines, I've never had this luxury. So I guess it's better than nothing, and overall, this category gets an 8.5 out of 10. Finally, for timeliness, we are scheduled to land nearly 1 hour behind schedule due to a combination of reasons that I'm not entirely clear of. This is a sizable delay, so unfortunately, this category only gets a 6.5 out of 10. The final score for today's flight is 7.75 out of 10. I did enjoy the flights on Japan Airlines today, however the ultimate downside was the substantial delay without a known reason. Welcome to Nagoya, Chubu, Centrair International Airports. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Do you love aviation and traveling? If so, please remember to subscribe before leaving to ensure you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to leave a like. Take care and see you next time.